happy that I managed to make react. The major point behind this presentation today is to enhance, encourage colleagues and students to pay attention to Tunisian literature, to work on that, to translate, to take Tunisian literature to the world. So much work needs to be done. So this drawing, I mean, the classical Arabic and Tunisian Arabic, this is the major feature actually in Adam Fathi's poetry. And by the way, Adam Fathi is much more known and famous for his songs. So you can ask people, especially people of my generation, we listen to his songs, to Baht al-Musiqi, I mean, so people, students, leftist students mainly, were very much impressed by Adam Fathi's work. That he really intended this break, if you want, or this rupture between educated and uneducated. I don't believe that Adam Fathi would really like things to be told like that. He's someone who is against any type of hierarchy. Because, for example, his poems written in Tunisian Arabic, those written for example, that was, or that poem and many other poems circulated among students, educated people. My mother didn't listen to Ahmed Wednesday or to those songs, or Hila Mila Yamata or anything, even though that was a very famous one. So I believe that we need to go outside any types of hierarchy, any types of dichotomies when we think of Adam Fathi's poetry. For him, there is no boundary between Tunisian Arabic and Standard Arabic. And he doesn't believe in minor and minor literature and canonical, or no, I mean, or highbrow literature. Everything should, I mean, there is no this coupure or this then a rupture between any type of genres also, or any type of language or dialect. So, liberating it from romantic and postmodern, well, in a sense, you can read it like that. I mean, here I invite you to work on the poetry of Adam Fathi, having in mind these two ideas, even though, I mean, we always need to locate our readings in specific context. I mean, we cannot speak about romantic context in Tunisia, for example, unless we go back to Shelby. But yes, he breaks this, probably this tradition of writing poetry à la Abu Qasim al-Shelby. You know, even though Abu Qasim al-Shelby also wrote قصيدة النثر. قصيدة sorry, not النثر, الشعر الحر. Okay, شعر التفعيلة. We call شعر التفعيلة. It is not hard that it has nothing. شعر التفعيلة just uses تفعيلة instead of the bait. Okay, but there is rhythm. Well, that another, I mean, poetry, I mean, adhering to one specific genre like prose poetry makes someone fall into another. No, definitely yes, but this is not the case of Adam Fathi. He doesn't write only in prose poetry. نادي زجاج الأعمى is written in prose poetry. But he writes in several ways, okay? And in his other poetic books, he amalgamates prose poetry, شعر التفعيلة. I mean, there is no boundary between. He is very, very much aware any type of generic pigeonhole, of any generic constraint. Very much aware of that. I mean, how can he contradict himself in his pen name? I mean, when he changes his name into Adam, I didn't really get the question, but one thing sure, I mean, I talked, I had a very short conversation with Adam Fakti 2 months ago, and I told him that I would speak about his poetry using this idea of hegemony. And let me be honest, I mean, he wasn't very much enthusiastic about the word regime. And he said, but you know the meaning of regime in Arabic and even in French. And I said, I'm going to use something else. I'm not going to think in Arabic actually. I'm going to use the hybridity as it is used now in literary and cultural studies. Mixing and innovation. What is it innovating? What is innovative in Arabic poetry? Well, his way, first of all, of refusing definitions, refusing any type of control over his poetry or the genre he writes in. And he is definitely innovative, I call renovative, innovation and renovation, because he draws on classic poetry, on classic literature. If someone, this is why I call him a bricoleur. This is bricolage for me, how I understand it. And Professor Briti, your intervention was so beautiful. I'm now going to, damaged it with my hesitating French. So let it be like that. That was very beautiful said. Thank you very much for your lectures.
Thank you very much, Professor Briti.
Are we going to move to
the next question? Yes.
and
before